You can do it on an angle, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
Dogs in space.
Dogs in
Okay,
space.
so
We have our heat press set to 386 degrees. Is that okay?
is that okay?
Yeah, so you can do it at 386. Let's go for 1 minute and 15 seconds. We're going to add a little bit of time.
Okay, so for those that are watching, again, we're going to be combining heat transfer vinyl on top of it. So the first step you're going to want to do when you do these combinations is ideally knock out the sublimation portion. So that's what we're going to press first. So we're going to press the two different projects we have that incorporate the sublimation. We're going to knock out that underbase of sublimation first, and then we're going to dial our heat press setting down to the appropriate temperatures for the heat transfer on. Do you have, Sprite, any recommendations on the zipper here? Is it ideal to keep on the heat press or keep it off?
So actually the zipper is rated for heat, so you can put it completely underneath the heat press.
Very important to remember that, because for some of those like myself that have used certain zip down hoodies, I did realize that for whatever reason, they decided to make all youth sizes with the plastic zippers. And once you put that under the heat press, obviously you can put the 2 and 2 together. So yeah, so we're going to start. We're going to press this sublimation design. We're going to use a heat press pillow, which is this here, in case you've ever seen these. They're definitely helpful when you're working with heat transfer vinyl. We're going to thread that into the heat press pillow. We already have our sublimation transfer cut down to size.
We're just going to eyeball it for center.
We're just going to eyeball it for center.
So, and I would definitely pre-press it first.
Definitely pre-press.
Yeah.
That's what we recommend if you're just working with heat transfer vinyl as well. Is there a length you recommend for sublimation?
No, you really just want it to shrink. So, 5 to 10 seconds. That should have been sufficient. I mean,
Okay.
I kind of want you guys to mess up like I messed up last week. Bo.
Believe that. Whoa, what'd you do?
I think it was Doug's fault though, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was Doug's fault a little bit. Yes. Totally.
Which,
I'm totally lost in that inside joke.
should we use one of these too?
Yes, yes,
Hey,
absolutely. Yes, you got to lint roll it, because these, not only will it have debris, but it also has optical brighteners, which will turn blue underneath the heat. So you got to get those out. Got to get those out.
You said to press it for 1 minute and 15 seconds?
That's correct.
85.
Yeah, 385, yes.
Okay. So if we were at 400, you could compensate for that 15 seconds?
Correct, yeah. It's just like cooking, just like cooking.
With this, do you recommend cutting the white off the edges?
Nah,
or
nope.
is that okay to leave?
That's okay. So for like certain fabrics, because it's going to create like a press mark with the paper, we recommend to deckle it, which is to just tear it and kind of give the edges a ridge. But for the linen, because of the way the linen is woven, you don't actually have to do that. So you can just go ahead and press it.
Is it like a medium to light pressure or heavy?
I would say medium, just regular medium, more medium heavy than medium light.
Yeah, we don't have heat tape here right now, so is that going to be a problem or no?
It might only because when you just be careful when you lift the platen that it doesn't shift, because if it shifts, it's going to ghost a little bit.
That's what we're concerned about.
See, this is why I gave you guys a bunch of them so you could practice.
We didn't get them
Well,
until
you said you wanted us to mess up. We're going to do it live.
Cool.
First time.
Okay.
Everybody's going to watch it for the first time.
Cool.
Bo didn't, we lost the heat tape. He's just going to press
Oh,
it.
that's okay. You don't have to have the heat tape, but just definitely cover it.
Yeah. Oh, is that what you're looking for?
No, I was looking for parchment.
Oh, yeah. We can use, yeah, that's a good question. Like the non-stick, like Teflon sheet, or should we use parchment?
So this is, all right, good question. So for years, we've always said, people use Teflon, and then we realized that what Teflon does for what is that? So what Teflon does for sublimation is it actually blocks moisture. So the moisture will kind of go up from the steam, hit the Teflon, and come back down into your design, which will cause it to be not as crisp. But I think for this particular design, I think the parchment or the Teflon would be okay. Just because it doesn't really.
We found the parchment, as you guys just saw.
It was right in front of me.
It was right in front of him. All right, so we're gonna press this minute, 15 seconds. First press ever, guys. You guys are all watching this. First time here in the Siser studio, pressing our sublimation onto these awesome pillowcases with all those numbers that Sprite can repeat on the item. We are going to lay down our sublimation transfer. So we're gonna do that one, and then we have another one. Are we doing the same one or a different? Same pillowcase?
Yeah, yeah.
All right, so we're gonna do a front and back pillowcase, or
Just fronts.
Oh,
yeah.
So two pillows.
Yeah, two pillows. Sorry, yeah.
One for both of you.
What?
Can we see your mugs again, please?
Absolutely. Check them out. Should we go closer?
Yeah.
Go in the.
So cute. That's adorable.
Bring it into frame, kind of like slow motion.
Oh, look at that.
Look at how much his beard goes. Goes all the way. It's perfectly wrapped around this mug. That's how long.
That's amazing.
Bo, he's got himself a cup of Joe. It works out.
Oh, I get it. That's funny.
Campfire mugs, aren't they?
I said that was funny. The cup of Joe was very funny.
So Bo said these are campfire mugs?
Yeah, well, it's a camp mug, and so it's called, the part number is CM11, and it's like a 10-ounce mug that, I mean, they're just really popular right now. So, what happened? What are you laughing at?
Because we're used to, lower temperatures, so you grab the pillow hot.
Oh, it's hot.
Don't grab it at almost 400 degrees after a minute of being under there. So check out, I'm pretty sure the color may have printed a little different than what your original vial was, but we just cracked open a brand new Sawgrass SG-1000.
Yeah.
We used the SG-1000 on this, and I'm pretty sure we didn't have all the colors incorporated, and I think some of our magenta may have been missing on the original file.
No big deal.
It still looks sharp though. This is an awesome design.
Looks
So
great.
we're going to save that, set that aside. We're going to press heat transfer vinyl directly on top of the sublimated area. Bo's going to press one more. We're going to add this, which was also part of the out of space design. So this is going to be an underbase that we're going to do with the sublimation. We're going to press more heat transfer vinyl. So how many people are watching? Does anyone have any questions, Sprite? Like, what kind of action are the people saying?
Everybody's really happy that the video is working again. I got a couple of, you know what they want to know? What's the name of the transfer paper you guys are using?
We are using TextPrint R.
Yes.
TextPrint R. Yeah. Okay. Which you can totally get on our website.
There you go.
There you go. And then we were talking about your hair, and we didn't know that they could hear us, so there's a lot of comments about that.
Oh.
I mean,
that being some kind of focal point.
Well, I mean, better your hair than my hair, so I guess.
Yeah. Unless you're talking Bo's hair, right?
Right. Yeah. So I wonder what does your face mask look like, Bo? Does it have to like?
Oh, we didn't even get into that because I didn't want to get ahead of it. But like we're going to talk about being able to decorate with heat transfer vinyl. That's what he's got on his face mask, and it's awesome. Which has been a huge topic of conversation for those that may be new to heat transfer vinyl, never used Siser heat transfer vinyls before, and you want to decorate and customize, face masks nowadays. This is definitely something you're able to do with our products as well because they are CSIA compliant. Bo can show you one that we did in a video recently.
Wait, is that oh, I like it.
Yeah.
I don't know which way there we go.
Go down, 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 down. Watch yourself, Joe.
Oh, I'm not touching the pillow. He
Looks
touched the
great.
heat press pillow.
There
All right,
we
look
go.
how sweet that looks.
It's hot. It's very hot. And you know,
That
it's
is
funny.
really-
Ooh, look at that. That looks good.
That is. Really excited. Sorry, the lighting might be a little dark over here, and I am using the laptop camera, so it's not super HD, but I'm telling you, these prints look awesome. Very, very vivid. So we have these two, I know, right? We have these two designs pressed down as the underbase of these pillowcases. So what we're going to do now is we're bringing our temperature down on our heat press. So we're going to be using a wide variety of different Siser heat transfer vinyls. So we'll bring it to like 312. So that's a question that we get a lot too. Is in case you guys don't know of where the application instructions might be for the Siser heat transfer vinyls, we have an awesome app you can download on your phone that will show you everything. Just go to your app store, Google Play. You can download the Siser app there. You can go to our website at siserna.com, and there you can get a good look at all the application instructions, which will give you the time, temperature, pressure for your heat press, or if you're using a home iron. But in this world of sublimation, you probably have a heat press. So since we're using an array of different Siser heat transfer vinyls that might have a different temperature recommendation for each one, this is where I asked Bo to split the difference, because the only, what's that? Yeah, the brick.
Oh, yeah.
So we have temperatures. Our temperatures for the most part range between 305 degrees to 320 degrees. And that's what we're going to be using a variation of those kind of heat transfer vinyls. So splitting the difference right in the middle. So we're going to set to 312 degrees, and that's going to be fine to be able to use all of these products at once. Now, I don't want to like get ahead of myself, but for those that are watching, Sprite, you may have handled it a little bit yourself, but how many people have dealt with dye migration?
Ooh, a lot.
A lot. Sure.
Yeah.
So we all know, obviously, in this world of sublimation, you're upwards of 400 degrees. You're pressing it for a minute to 3 minutes, whatever it might be. And obviously, Sprite can explain the actual scientific action that's happening with sublimation, how it works, what it's doing. Now, what is happening with a lot of people that use heat transfer vinyl on top of sublimation is when you put it under that heat again, what you're doing is you're activating the sublimation that's essentially turning back into a gas. And what that's going to do is try to escape or go through your heat transfer vinyl. So how many people have probably seen a red shirt with a white design on it and the white started looking pink?
Oh, yeah.
You know, right?
Oh, yeah. Yes.
So that's essentially dye migration happening, whether it's heat transfer vinyl, whether it's plastisol inks, whatever it might be that's over that, it's because it doesn't have a dye blocker in it. Actually, fortunately here at Siser, we do have an option to remedy that. We're actually ironically not going to show it today, but we have a product called Easy Weed Subblock, and I just wanted to get that out of the way early because that product only comes in a white color, and you can apply it as low as 265 degrees. So I guess, Sprite, I kind of want to ask you, like, when is it where sublimation, I guess, starts really activating? Like, what is the temperature that kind of...
So it really starts about 350 degrees. So, you know, with the Easy Subli vinyl, we can do 315, which is great because that allows us to go on to different materials that can't necessarily take the heat as well. So, you know, it starts about 350 and then it just kind of goes up from there.
Right. And we just noticed with temperatures pretty much ranging over, what we noticed with our testing would be anything over about 290 degrees is when we started noticing that there would be a little bit more migration on the design. And then it also happens over time. Mm-hmm. So it depends on, you know, how hot is your water you're washing in? How hot is the dryer that you're throwing that in? Those will all start influencing the overall dye migration problem. And another thing people forget and don't remember in the action of actually washing and drying your garment that's maybe sublimated is obviously when you throw it in the wash, it's going to kind of fold over itself. So really sometimes it's just the polyester, the sublimated polyester area landing on the surface of the heat transfer vinyl that will cause it to die.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, and that's why we recommend in the wash, cold wash, tumble dry. So
yeah.
Yeah.
And we recommend the same pretty much across the board. You can do warm washes. You can throw it in the dryer temperature, and this is just for regular heat transfer vinyl. So any of our heat transfer vinyl, you can wash. We just recommend to ideally, you know, flip it inside out, wash with normal detergent. Try to avoid using any kind of liquid fabric softeners, bleach. And then when you throw it in the dryer, you just want to make sure that you aren't at a very high temperature setting, because that will eventually kind of, you know, it could cause the adhesive to eventually crack or see some lifting.
I have a question from Facebook, and I know the answer, but I'm going to let you answer. It's, can you sublimate on the Siser white glitter?
Oh boy. I'm going to let Bo handle this one.
Joe made the video on it.
Oh, is it the light bulb video?
Was it?
What? Delightful?
Yeah, didn't
Bulb.
light bulb.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you ever want to see a classic Siser video in action, this is probably like, I want to say almost 5 years old. That video came out, and
light bulb, is it?
it was a Siser light bulb, yeah.
That was a sugar.
It started, one of them was
Oh.
a sugar skull. So what that came about with was experimental, and we had a lot of people that were in the sublimation world. Again, this is a big part of this industry is sublimation. So a lot of people asked us if we had anything that was printable, that could work with sublimation inks, but would allow you to go on 100% cotton, dark colors, that kind of stuff. So one day in the office, I decided to go through our entire gamut of heat transfer vinyl of all the different kinds we have, and I tried sublimating on top of each one of them. And I tried sublimating at the recommended sublimation temperature of 400 degrees for about. And every one of them melted itself except for it was as soon as the glitter got, like, as soon as I saw the results on that, it was immediately like, let's make a video, let's get it out there, let's show people. And as soon as I did, we did that video, and I kind of arbitrarily picked out the temperature setting of 365 degrees for 6 seconds, and it did yield results. But if I waited a couple more months after trying it a little bit more, I did find out that 385 degrees for 45 seconds gave the best results, in my opinion. So to answer that question, yes, you can absolutely sublimate directly onto our white. Actually, white at the time was all we had, but now we have a rainbow white glitter, which is really cool when it comes to sublimate. It really makes the colors pop.
Cool.
You can actually do it on any of our light colors.
Yeah, the neon colors.
Yeah. You just won't see it as much.
Yeah. And as you probably know, anywhere there's negative space, anywhere you have lighter colors, the color of the glitter is actually going to influence your outcome.
Yeah. Well, and it's the same. It's the same way with
of all white. Actually, what?
Sorry about that. That was me. You know, it's the same thing with like the different colored polyester T-shirts. You know, the color of the base color of the shirt is going to, you know, alter the color of the sublimation just a little bit. So yeah.
Absolutely. So how dark was sublimation, like directly onto it? How dark of a color do you say you can go and you completely lose your image?
Let me. Hold on a second. I've got a sample. Let me show. So, oh, I thought I did. Well, I thought I had a darker one. But it doesn't look like I do. But I have this red shirt. So mostly when I'm doing darker color fast, I like to stick black on it. I do have like almost like an olive green shirt that you can do black on. You're going to stop at a point, you're not being able to put color on it. Like this red shirt, I wouldn't be able to do any color, but this black looks really nice on it, you know?
Right, right.
So it's a lot about learning, you know, like the way you can sublimate to colors.
Okay.
You guys look
Yeah,
up. Y'all,
where I just found like there was a little bit of that restriction on that with doing sublimation directly to it.
So Dale says, isn't it time to update the glitter video?
Well, that is a good point. It probably is. It's not a bad idea. Definitely appreciate any recommendations for new video ideas. But as Sprite had made mention of, Bo was just weeding some stuff, but I'll show you a quick example. And you probably have seen it in some of Sprite's videos. I know they've talked about it. But this is an example of our Easy Subli. So this is the heat transfer vinyl that you print on with your sublimation ink. And this shirt right here is 100% dark cotton. So this is just to show you something in case you ever wanted to actually use sublimation as a print and cut and not be restricted to only polyester or light colors. So this is something that we've been really trying to promote the last, I would say, about 1.5 years, maybe 2 years. Because since that video happened, most of the reactions I ever got from guys were, well, what do you have that isn't glitter? Right. So that was the common remark I would get from guys. Unfortunately, you know, they would be like, well, what do you have? Can you use any of your easy weeds or anything like that? And unfortunately it didn't work. But quick backstory for those that don't know anything about Siser is we're an Italian company, and all of our products are made over in Vicenza, Italy. So it was getting the communication to explain this popularity here in North America about sublimation and how we can incorporate it with our heat transfer vinyls. And so it was kind of an arduous task over about 4 years to come up with this product, which is our Easy Subli, which is now the new one. So we've been really promoting the Easy Subli. So I do feel bad because I kind of just naturally put the glitter sublimation on the back burner, but I do know that people really still enjoy that. So that is a good idea. I should definitely get back on making a new one. I did make another one since, and actually it was right before we launched the Easy Subli, but unfortunately in the video I say it's the Siser glitter is the only sublimate that we have. So since I said that so much, it took that video down.
I'm gonna go get the, let me get for the dry.
Oh no, it'll be all right. But so we kind of took it down because in the video I go through all our other heat transfer vinyls to show you exactly what happens when you follow that same process. And so you get to actually see the sublimation transfer paper getting melted to the Easy Weed, to our brick, to all these different products. And then you get to see that the glitter gives the best result. And then again, since I had said probably 10 times in the video that it's the only sublimatable product that we had, we ended up taking it down. So I'll have to revise it. And what's a good idea, what I should do is actually the sublimation on our Siser white glitter and sublimation on Easy Subli with the same design, but in one video. What do you guys think?
Yeah, that sounds great. That sounds awesome. I really like the dog theme that we're going with. I see your Paul's shirt. I see what you're doing. I see what you're doing.
And that is crazy because I didn't even think that was crazy because
That's not a dog in space.
And but he's not in space, and this is also my dog, so I always show him love. But it was my, you know, and as you can tell, Sprite, I'm a big movie buff, so a lot of my inspiration comes from movie quotes or movie, you know, scenes and this and that. So obviously the very famous, you know, without pushing the boundaries, right? Because we don't want to really like copyright or trademark. Be careful with that. We all know that rule. But I had to alter it a little bit. I put my dog in there, called it Buzz, and obviously the influence for that was the 45-year anniversary of Jaws, which was crazy. 45 years.
Wow.
So yeah, no, I definitely appreciate this theme today, except for the fact that Bo did tell me it was dogs in space.
Well, I mean, to be fair, I did kind of email that it was dogs in space also, so we'll blame me. It's fine. No worries. Do you guys offer, you offer patterned vinyl, right?
Absolutely. And I'm just going to kind of, well, I have one example of 4 new patterns that we added, but we do, these are examples of 4 different patterns that we added. These are all strictly cuttable. So they are already printed pattern heat transfer vinyl that all you do is take your vector file and send it over to your vinyl cutter, cut that out, and then you can heat apply it onto whatever it is. So you don't actually have to worry about printing. These are already printed patterns. So they're actually really popular in our market. And those that are watching, I'm sure you probably have used them before. Oh, we're cruising along.
You keep talking.
Oh.
Keep showing products.
Bo's making me proud over here. He's cruising along. So I know you guys probably missed what he was doing, but he was weeding every one of these colors we're laying down. So you're not even telling what you're doing.
I'm making sure this lines up.
Okay. So as I mentioned before, very important to remember the dye sublimation or dye migration issue. For those that ever have this problem, we wanted to make sure that we had this correct before we decided to cut out all these colors. What you want to do, if you want to go over dark sublimation like we're going to do with these colors with avoiding dye migration, is pick colors that are a little bit darker. So this way you don't need to worry about seeing the color of the sublimation peering through your vinyl. So today we're using our underbase. The first layer he's going to lay down is a brand new sparkly color or sparkly product we just launched called Sparkle. It is a glitter, but it has a smooth finish, and the sparkles are actually embedded inside the garment. I don't know where that went.
Joe actually learned.
Oh, check this out.
He learned what a narwhal is.
Oh yeah, I didn't know what a narwhal was.
What?
But this isn't a narwhal. I just want to show you 10 colors of the sparkle in action that you can layer on each other. And again, it's it's stretchy.
How do you not know what a narwhal is? It's the unicorn of Wales.
Oh, now you're calling it a narwhal. You said it was a narwhal.
Narwhal. Excuse me. It's a unicorn whale. That's cute.
Look at that. Is that not cute or what?
Magically amazing.
Yeah. So, all right. So we're starting this. We're pressing right over the sublimated area on this pillowcase. Bo is laying down the sparkle transfer that we have as an underbase, and we're gonna, well, not yet, because the other part is Easy Weed Glow in the Dark. So again, we're incorporating all sorts of stuff, and that's right. This other heat transfer vinyl we're using as underbase is a glow in the dark, which is awesome.
So I'll show the glow in the dark because we have lights and the computer will lose connection.
Unfortunately.
So
we already did that once.
We'll have to post a picture tonight, if that's okay.
That'll work. I think that'll be okay.
Okay. So what's great, again, you can layer on Siser heat transfer vinyls. You need to know which products you're using from Siser that are layerable. So the ones we're using today are the Sparkle as the underbase, which you can layer on, and our Easy Weed Glow in the Dark, which you can layer on. So also what's awesome about both these products is a 1-second tack when you are layering on each other and a hot peel. So Bo is going to tack this down.
Really? Just 1 second?
Just one, and we're going to show him.
Wow.
So once that's done, now he can peel the carrier sheets hot. Yeah, live.
I like how you're making Bo do everything physically.
Well, because if we traded spots, it wouldn't make sense with this T-shirt. So.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Sure.
Listen, I just cut a video today in this studio, and I'm like mentally fried. Bo is in here. He saw me. Did you see this video on a new product we have?
You might see the new the pictures.
Oh, yeah. It was rocking good.
Yeah, I think I saw you posted your filming, and I was like, wait a minute.
I know. Today was a jam-packed day. I'm so happy that we're on here, but I had a lot going on this morning, and we knocked that out, which was sweet. And this time I was like, okay, Bo, this is going to be your rodeo. You're going to do this application. So look at it. He's doing a great job. Let's give it for Bo. Come on.
Joe's the master here.
No. All right. So he just laid down on top of the sparkle, which you can tack. The sparkle he laid on the Strip Lock Pro Black, which our Strip Lock Pro is, in case you've never used that, it is a suede-like thicker material that really gives some dimension to your design. I personally like it because it works on all sorts of things. And again, it has that soft, velvety suede feel to it, which is cool because if you're ever doing stuff like, I don't know, are Letterman jackets still a thing?
Well, you wear one.
I know. But I had to make my own. It was sweet. But like names and numbers, I always say to add it as like something you can accentuate with that kind of gives it, no offense to those that embroider, but I always say the faux satin stitch look to it. So that's what we just put on top of the sparkle, and now that's also Strip Lock Pro too, right?
This is our white.
Okay.
Strip Lock Pro is our favorite material. That's my favorite material. I really like the fluorescence.
I like it. I got to say my favorite though is our Easy Weed Stretch, because Easy Weed Stretch is what I have on. It's our softest, thinnest, has a matte finish to it. I love it. All right, so we have, how many? That's 5 layers Bo's got pressed onto this right now. 5 different products, 5 different colors. And again, we're pressing directly over the sublimated area. So this is something you can certainly do. Man, that looks sweet.
It does.
I am so excited to see this.
I know, so we only have one camera angle, but
That's okay.
again, fast application. I don't know how long this has been taking us, but you can tack up 1 second.
That's metal.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
No, never mind. Don't tattle for 1 second.
So
Do the trick. Cool.
metal's a cold peel.
So that is where, yep,
You can take a shirt. What does a shirt do, Joe?
sure takes out that the hot moisture in it.
So, Bo, I want you to know that you are getting all kinds of love on Facebook. Apparently,
Absolutely.
you have a new nickname, and that is Rodeo Bo. Because this is your rodeo, Bo.
That's his rodeo. Thank you. That's what I'm trying to say.
Well, I'll have to change my Facebook
Yeah.
name to that now.
Thank you. Rodeo Bo from Siser.
The Bo from Siser NA or Bo Siser NA. What's your name?
Yeah, I think that's, yeah.
It might be challenging because we have the pillow in it too.
Yeah.
Still retains the heat. So, what is that?
Uh-oh.
Well, metal is kind of a finicky product if you don't peel it really cold. So since we're working with the pillow inside the pillowcase, I know it's weird. The heat press pillow in the pillowcase
Is retaining
is
all the-
retaining the heat. So if you don't allow the metal to completely cool down when you peel it, then you're going to have a little bit of a mess.
So this is our brick 600 that we're laying down last. This is also pretty awesome.
So the interesting thing about brick is it is 600 microns. So for those that have never used it before and they're familiar maybe with our Easy Weed line, it's about 6.5 times thicker than our Easy Weed. So the purpose of it is to really give dimension to your design. So on this it works perfect. Man,
Why-
that looks
Why am I
fantastic.
laying this down last, Joe? The reason why I did this one
I'm
last.
proud of you. You want it?
No, I think you know the best. This up here.
You're doing a great job, guys. Let's give it a hand. So,
Fantastic, Bo.
the reason why we're going to do a brick last is we did work with thinner products to thicker products. And what that is making sure that each one of our layers is in the correct pressure that it needs. What gets lost when you start seeing media, or maybe thinner, some might be thicker, is the problem is with those thicker products, it causes the pressure to be all condensed to those areas, which negates that need it, like the thinner products. I hope that makes
Because even with sublimation, time, temperature, and pressure, that's very
Right.
important.
Yeah, very much so.
It's also cold peel.
So I
Just-
want to, we have a couple of old peel transfer papers that does. And Doug's Doug's little tip, yeah, he uses, like, we have the metal, and he'll just put the metal on it, immediately takes the heat out. Yeah, I see what you're doing.
In the wintertime, we have the windows that you can, you know, they're super cold.
And we always tell people, if you're doing a bunch of these, you can press it, set it aside, do the next one, and go on and wait until it cools off.
Right.
Obviously, we're all pretty impatient people these days, that it kind of, we want that quick peel, hot application, which most of our products are. Just we have some of them that do require a cold peel. So ideally, you want it off of the heat press, and then you can wait until it cools off, bump it up against something.
Should we show that to him, Joe?
I don't know if you guys want to see this.
I don't think we should.
Because this is epic. Sprite, how many people are on right now that want to see this?
I don't know, guys. I don't think anybody really wants to see it.
I don't think so.
That's fair.
No. I think you know, probably like 150 people right now want to see it right now. Let's do it.
All right, I'm gonna come in for the close up. Oh, you did a fantastic
Thank
job.
you.
Check this out, guys. Ready?
Here we go.
Boom, boom. Look at that. Somebody in this audience knows this reference. Am I picking it up right? Here we go. There we go. Check this out. Now, again, I'm so sorry that in here I have, but there you go. Let me get a little of that reflective. You see that silver. You see the dimension on the horns, the nails. That are Siser brick on top of that. That strip flock is the black attributes on there. And again, the quote that says, "Who brought the dog?" If we had all the lights out and nothing, that would be glowing right now. So this pillowcase, if you had it at your house on your couch, sitting aside, all lights out, you would totally see that "Who brought the dog" quote flashing bright as can be. So what do you guys think? Pretty awesome?
That is amazing.
How awesome is that? Now that's what I say, dogs in space. So we have another one for you, but this was definitely one we wanted to show real quick, doing a mixture of, how many did we say, Bo? We had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 different Siser heat transfer vinyls, all on top of this sublimated pillowcase. So again, for those that have fear of sublimation, do not fear. You can absolutely use Siser heat transfer vinyls on top of your sublimated transfer, as long as you can heat apply to it.
And it was really quick to apply all that vinyl too.
Right?
It was me that did it, so I'm pretty sure.
All right, I'm going to walk away and let Bo run it.
I have a feeling, Bo, that you does most things, but Joe's the one that's in front of the camera, making it look like he did it all.
Hey, that's so not true.
That's how it works over here. I'm like, yeah, I totally did this. Wasn't me. Wasn't me.
I mean, Bo has started working with me on my last, what, like 3 videos?
Yeah.
So any of them going forward, you'll see some awesome Bo artwork. We collaborative for sure. But yes, he has done a ton of help. So definitely always give him shout outs. You know that.
Oh, yeah.
You guys, while he's setting up the second one.
Right next week, we're going to have a video on our material.
Yeah.
And we're doing Woodstocks next week.
Oh, but I want to show the metal one.
Oh, yeah.
So this is what we shot today. So that product that we use that we were saying is a super cold peel that Bo showed. This is showing 6 different, what we call our metal heat transfer vinyl. And this product is really, really cool. It's really soft, stretchable. It's got that awesome sheen to it. Again, I am so sorry about the thing in here, but you guys got to see how this gets done.
That is Joe's hair on there.
I'm surprised it turned out at all.
What?
The shirt with your hair on it.
Bo designed it. So it's a mixture of the Terminator with my hair on.
And I heard that the Terminator design was inspired, which is cool.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Again, movie references galore when it comes to anything I'll ever suggest for Bo if he wants to design something. So, okay, where are we at right now? So we have our second one we're doing. Bo's already pressed. What is it?
That is
Strip Lock Pro.
Yeah. What color is that, Joe?
What was that?
No, I don't. You put me on the spot. I don't know the exact name of this new Strip Lock Pro color that we
Oh.
just launched not too long ago. Are these all Strip Lock?
Except the outside brick.
Okay.
So, Bo, I do have a question for you. So, the last press, it's the longest of the presses, correct?
That is correct. Yeah, you're always going to want to give the last one, you know, the entire 12 to 15 seconds.
Oh my gosh. So, Miriam called that the Jominator.
Please, don't let that stick.
I kind of live for that. That's great.
I'm sorry?
I said, I think it's great. The Jominator. Yeah.
Jominator. I posted up, we did a quick video of another line. We used that same design and we used all Easy Weed Stretch.
Yeah.
And if you guys ever want to, again, Condi, absolutely go to them if you're looking to purchase anything. Siser, we are just simply an educated base platform. So feel free to follow us on our social media, our Facebook. We have a Facebook group. We have an Instagram. We have a YouTube. We have all stuff that we just kind of go through any questions that are revolving around Siser stuff. And periodically we'll throw up like quick videos. So the other day, Bo had brought up that design and he had it ready to go with all of the Siser Easy Weed Stretch, which is on my shirt right now. And I whipped up a video that we cut together that was about like 2 minutes long.
Yeah.
And it shows the fast application, 1 second tack, layering directly on top of each other, and then seeing the overall finish and just the combination of the colors. A lot of people it was really well received.
Yeah.
So if you guys feel free to make sure you follow us, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. We have a ton of video content on applications there. What else?
Yeah, I really like his videos. The brick stuff is really cool because that you lay the vinyl over the clip and you can get embossed effect. I really think that's.
I can bring one down here. Full disclosure for those that ever watched that video.
Oh,
because
no.
I get kind of cloud and lambasted about this one. Again, as you guys see it, it doesn't have the same tantalizing allure to it when it's on a screen like this, right? So you can't really see it as well. So the problem with the embossed video is it kind of got lost in the video, so you can't really see it. But I promise you, if you follow the steps I say in the video and you try it out, the results look great. We did it for the Condi video. Remember that spray?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. I don't know. I watch you guys so much. All right, here we go, Bo.
Ready? Here's Bo's reveal.
What?
Yes.
Dogs in space.
Dogs in space. This is what you did to us.
So the black is our brick material, and everything on the inside is our strip block.
And then that's over sublimation, right? That's the hard earth
Yeah,
that
and
you
it's over
that's-
some. Hey, let me get some credit for that one.
Yeah,
At
Joe,
least,
Joe did the sublimation
Yeah.
part.
Congratulations, Joe. Good job, buddy.
I'm not completely useless. But, yeah, no, these are, I hope, some kind of inspiration to show you guys how much you, again, the effect of it is totally different. Actually, or you don't want to put your head on, like lay on a pillow, I would recommend definitely looking into the Siser Strip Block Pro and or Easy Weed Stretch, because it's a softer hand. The Strip Block Pro is primed for that because, again, it's got a soft, suede feel to it, so it's not really abrasive or anything like that if you were to actually lay on it.
You know,
For accents, I'd go with the brick.
Well, yeah, for
You know.
sure. And I wish you could see it because the black heart around it too really makes it pop. It's hard to see, but like it definitely adds a lot of dimension to it. I don't know if it's not really picking up as well, but
well, and you know I've noticed that it's really popular nowadays to have that kind of like a ghost effect, you know, like black ink on black shirts and like the embossed
the
effect.
two-tone.
Yeah.
Yeah, two-tone designs are definitely stuff that like we're really into.
Yeah.
We show that kind of stuff because another cool thing about the Sparkle line, this new heat transfer vinyl we just came out with, the one I was just saying that is a smooth glitter, we have an option in there that's just clear. So it's a clear sparkle. It's got sparkles embedded to it. but it really gets influenced by whatever color you lay it on top of. So if you were to just put it on a flat black shirt like this, it would give just that subtle effect, like kind of that tone on tone without having to deal with it.
Yeah, we always called it a ghost image because it's just, yeah, but I love it. I think it's super cool. And I think that it's actually gotten really popular with like Gucci and Versace and things like that. They do a lot of that now. So I'm like, yeah, you know.
I think it's great on like a left chest for a work shirt. So you can wear it to work. And then if you go out after work, no one really knows that you're wearing a work shirt.
Yeah, so it's not like overly corporate-y kind of feel.
The shirt that you did that you exercised in, Joe, that was probably, that was great. That was great. Your content is amazing. Guys, if y'all don't follow Siser on Facebook or Instagram or social, please do, because I mean, y'all are it. I love it. You guys are super creative. There's all kinds of cool stuff that can be made with your products, and I'm really, really happy you guys joined me today. Thanks for all the laughs. I think I needed it.
Yeah, thank you so much again, Sprite, Condi, everybody that's watching right now. Bo and I are definitely appreciative of everyone that took the time out of their day to tune in and watch this. I hope it was informational. Again, we're here to help. Condi is one of our authorized Siser distributors, so please go to them if you're looking for anything Siser Incorporated. Get your hands on it, and obviously sublimation questions, because that's definitely where we even tell all our customers to go. So thank you so much, Sprite. Appreciate it, and please thank you for following us for those that actually do.
Well, thank you guys.
Bo's rodeo.
Yeah, thanks, Bo.
I'll just disappear.
Bo, you did fantastic.
Thank you.
That's
and
great.
Thank you for having us, Sprite. This was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
It was a very interesting, challenging project to work. I had a lot of fun the last few days. So.
Well, good. I'm glad you did. All right, guys.
And just so you know, we didn't get the pillowcases until 2:30 today.
That is true.
Today?
Yeah.
Today.
Well, you know, so that's funny that you say that, because that's actually happening with UPS and FedEx. They're no longer like guaranteeing service.
Yeah.
So, wow, I'm really glad you guys got them. That's crazy. So your lives are like my life.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Cool.
We were there just to dance for the whole hour.
That's all we were gonna really do, worst case scenario. But then my computer started updating, and I didn't think we were even gonna get on. So.
Okay. We did it. All right, guys.
So, thank you guys
Thank
so
you.
much.
Thank you all so much. We'll see y'all.
We'll give Sprite some photos. They post it up later.
Cool. I kind of want you to send me that pillowcase.
Wait, now you want to take them back?
I mean, I gave you guys quite a few. We'll talk later.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Thanks so much for watching.
You.
We'll see you later.